and with each make counting as 1 point, except the last ball of each rack counting as 2.
Yeah, that's the money ball part. Those shots are usually the ones that end up deciding this contest.
And guys, one of the cardinal sins of the three-point contest is a player trying to change the stroke after a bad rack or two. It won't work.
Well, it's tempting to do so, but trying to make adjustments during a 60-second span, sometimes it's tough. People tend to overthink things. This is really more about finding your stroke early and then not thinking about anything.
Now, 14. Gets the money ball.
Rock solid shooting down the stretch.
That gives him 18. He racks up 20 points in the round. Now that's how you do it. Outstanding focus throughout the round.
Right from the opening rack, he was on the roll. Got himself immediately into a groove.
And so here's Parker now.
I'll tell you one thing. If a player doesn't get into a rhythm and start stringing shots together, it's over quickly.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot. But what's so important is that you just can't waste any time. You've got to get into a groove early, keep your momentum going, just rattle off one shot after the next.
Not fun. His 5th consecutive miss.
2 straight tough racks.
2 points. Now 3 points. He could have taken more from that rack. Only got 2 points. That's 4 misses in a row. It's getting cold. 5 consecutive misses. Money ball, no good. Now 4. 5 points now. He winds up with exact 6 points. He was not himself at all out there that time, guys.
Well, I think the biggest thing was he missed the money balls. You know, this is a good shooter, but, you know, he went 0 for 5 on those money balls, which cost him 10 potential points. That's just too much.
And so that was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
Well, the key was, Kevin, he took 6 out of a possible 10 points from the money balls. And those are huge points. You've got to take advantage of them.
You can be sure of this. Whether it's an exhibition or not, the pressure to perform is still pretty great in the three-point shootout.
Oh, make no mistake. These guys are competitive. They've got a lot of pride. They want to win. But they've got to stay cool and controlled while they're out there. It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah. 4 more points to stay alive. 3 down. 1 more to stay alive. 6. He's in 3rd. Trades the money ball. He's made all but 1 of his money balls.
Finishing strong.
He completes the round with 13 points. I'd say he handled that round pretty well.
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him. I mean, what do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, solid shooting. He looked very confident. Never became one of those lights-out rounds that it could have been. But all in all, I think it's got to be pretty well.
The hardest thing for a shooter might be just maintaining that same level of concentration through all 5 rounds.
Yeah, I think it is the hardest thing, Clark, because you're just not used to taking 25 shots in 1 minute. Nobody does that even in practice. You don't really do it that way. So it's a very foreign feeling when you're out there. You've got to maintain that focus.
He needs 8 points more. Now we're 6. Money ball, no good.
6 more points to stick around.
Now 8 points.
When he gets to the final rack, 3 more baskets, Kevin.
Looking very good now. Locked in.
Chalk it up. He's 4th in a row. And 13 is the final score. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
Kevin, I think he'd be real pleased with that score. I mean, it can always be a little bit higher, but that was plenty good.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. He's probably happy. He's not ecstatic, but did his job and put up a pretty good number.
So here's Jennings now. He knows he's
was the most important and the most impressive thing. He just caught fire at the right time. Really turned in an impressive performance.
Durant's got the best score in the qualifying round, guys. I'll bet he's excited for the finals.
You know, Steve, this isn't like some years where there's one guy you point to going into the finals.
That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
Yeah, that streak in there, what did he make, 6 in a row, I think? He was really feeling it, and that speaks to his confidence in this event.
So here's Jennings now.
18 points to go ahead, 17 points to score to beat.
Frames the money ball. Now with 4. 5 points now.
Well, he's off to a decent start, guys.
Now 8 points. 8 more points for him to tie it up. And he's made all 3 money balls. 5 more points to tie it up.
5 more points to tie it up.
Misses for the 4th straight time. His total for the round comes to 12. That's far below what he's capable of doing when he's on his game.
Yeah, he was totally inconsistent out there. You know, we always talk about guys getting into a rhythm in this event. He just never was able to do that.
So here's Durant. Here we go. This is it. He led all qualifiers. Now, he emerged victorious in the finals.
You know, he went first in round 1 and has been sitting around a long time for his shot to final. What do you think, Steve? Did it bother you when you had to wait around this long in the second round?
Yeah, I don't think you really want to wait for too long. But you know, if you're a bench player like I was, you kind of are used to coming off the bench cold and getting right into your groove anyway. So you just got to pretend like it's a regular game and just get out there and start firing away.
If he misses more than 2, it's over. Too much ground to make up here, Clark. He's done.
And that's just the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, you do your best, but you know this competition is so tough. If you're not on your game, you're not going to win.
He barely cracked double digits with 10 points. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
Well, when you have a stretch where you miss 8 in a row, and you're leaving so many points out there, and there's almost no way to recapture your momentum at that point. You lose confidence.
And so that will do it. What a tremendous performance. And of all the great talent assembled here today, a great achievement indeed to take home the 3-point contest championship trophy.
Another terrific year for the 3-point contest and another terrific champion.
I think everyone here is still a little bit in awe of the display of shooting he put on tonight.
And from all of us here at 2K Sports, we're thrilled to have brought you this year's 3-point contest. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Steve Curry and Clark Kellogg, saying so long and thanks for watching.